So last time I showed you all the games that I beat since November 18th on my little project. These are the games that I haven't beat yet since November 18th. Like, these are the games I would need to beat if I wanted to beat all my games. This is the games I have left that I would need to beat if I wanted to beat all my games since I started the project. I beat 50 games already, and again, I may only get to a certain number of games in the project, but these are just all the games. Yeah, all the games I have and have not beat. Games I beat over there, games I haven't since the project. Pretty much nearly all these games I beat before, just not since November 18th. Since November 18th, I beat 3 of those games. Mario 1, 2, and 3. Lost Levels, Lost Levels is the only one. I beat it before, but just not since November 18th. This one. These ones. I don't know if I'll beat this. I never actually have. I've only finished level 1, 2, and 3. I've never actually finished it. I'm just going to get to a pro level in just one of these sports. I'm not gonna beat them all or whatever. I'm just gonna get to pro in one of these sports. And of course, I'm doing any percent. Any percent, 100 games or all games or whatever. I'm not really beating any of them 100%, except for Dadish, which I've already since November 18th. Yeah, these are the games that I have left, and these are the ones that I've already beaten. Now I am going to show you my world records that I got. Which ones are world records and which ones aren't. I actually writ them all down. I actually took the time to write them all down. I love doing that type of stuff. Alright, my world records that I've got so far. And a lot of these are current world records, a lot of these are former world records, a lot of them are full runs, a lot of them are just ILs, a lot of them are MISC. Alright. Possum mode, 100%. Radish mode, 100%. And you could probably see the times. Radish for the Nintendo Switch, 100%, 4811. 4822. That time was a 4822. That's a really good friggin' time. 2802 for Dadish on Radish mode. Any percent mobile. That was a former world record. It's now second place. Dadish 2, any percent, 4101.227. Radish mode, Nintendo Switch, 3647. Castello Fortress. I basically already showed you the times and stuff before. Mama told me, she told me. Fungo Cave. And that was that got verified finally. I beat the world record by almost a whole second. This page is all ILs. World records for full runs in Dadish, all the way down here. Jesus. Nope. Wait. Well, actually, it's 23 because this one, I counted 24 because I thought that was a world record, but it turned out it wasn't. You don't really know what your position is, what ranking you are until it's verified on the leaderboard. Can't really keep track of everyone in the whole entire friggin' universe. So we just don't really know what position we are until everything's verified. Because there's been a lot of times where I submitted a time, I said it was world record because I thought it was world record at the time I got it, but there's been a couple times where it turned out that I was wrong because somebody actually got a faster time than I got before me. So, yeah. You just never really know until it's verified. But I usually say third place or first place on the description because, well, assumingly, from what I know at that time, it's first place or second or third. I just assume it. Not necessarily always good, but whatever. I want to put in something. So yeah, I got like 54 world records in Dadish overall. 23 of them were in full runs. Seven were full game runs. 7 of them were full game runs from level 1 to beating the final level. 7 of them were full game world records. 6 of them currently. And then the other 17 or whatever, the other 16 were individual worlds, which counts as full runs. Which, yeah, I got by far the most individual world records and the most full game world records in Dadish overall. This is WrestleMania 19. I also got the most world records by far in WrestleMania 19, with a total of 15, and 12 of those are current world records. 10-man Royal Rumble, 20-man, 30-man, those are the ones that I'm most proud of. Those are nearly optimized. Couple seconds here and there, but pretty much close to optimized. 10-man, 20-man, 30-man, King of the Ring, SmackDown vs. Raw 2009, WWF Attitude, Warzone. Ah, damn, come on. Soul Calibur 2. Nightmare, Time Attack, Tullum, Necrid, Mitsuki, Raphael, Oh, jeez, my thumb is in the way. Yoon Sung and Hachi. 13 out of the 14 of these are former world records. Only one of them is a current world record, and that is the first one. Super Street Fighter 4 for the 3DS, 427 any percent. That is the world record for the 3DS version. The PC version is much faster. It's easier. 5 minutes on very easy, 727, 2 rounds. Claw. Race 307 off-road, versus MX. I don't know what time exactly. It's actually like a 306 something, but I don't really know what time exactly. Yeah, that was a really good run. The 310 in Pride FC. 256 in UFC Throwdown. I'm the only one, and I did it in under 3 minutes. Jesus. Now, yeah, 228 for Fantastic Four on medium mode level 2. The 1304, that's a former world record, as it says right there, FWR. 856 and 50 points. 10 world records in Rocky. Yeah, I wrote down like all my times and all my runs, all my world records. Ben and Jerry's, that's an unofficial world record. And then I put my total world records up there, 127. 127 total world records. About 80 of them are current world records, and the other 45 or whatever are former. There's been a lot of my dadish world records that have been beaten. It says right there, my milestones, 7 out of 14 world records, full game world records in Dadish 2. So there's 14 different full game categories in both Dadish 1 and 2. In total, there's Possum Mode, Any, and 100% on mobile and Switch. Dadish, Radish Mode, Dadish 1, full game on 1 Switch and 1 mobile. And then Dadish, Radish Mode, Dadish 2, Radish Mode, Any, and 100% on mobile and Switch. And then there's Faust Mode, any percent, just any percent on Switch and mobile. So 14 categories in total for full game. I have been at 1.7. Yeah. I've gotten a total of 7 out of the 14. So half. I got all 3 mobile 100% world records in Dadish. All the mobile ones. And I got all 3 of them at once. Beaten 5 out of the 7 full game mobile world records. The only 2 mobile world records I've never beaten in Dadish is Possum Mode, any percent, Dadish 1, and Faust Mode, any percent, Dadish 2. Now it says 5 out of 6 100% categories in total in Dadish. I actually got 4. I actually only got 4 overall world records in Dadish 1 and 2. 1 for the Switch and 3 for the mobile. For mobile Radish, I've gotten at some point all the Radish mode world records. Radish mode 100% and any percent on Dadish 1 and any and 100% on Dadish 2. I got at some point. 2 what? Two out of 4 any percents? What? Well, there's actually more than that. One, two. Oh, 2 out of 4 mobile any percent world records, yes. But 3 out of 3 for 100%. 3 out of 3 games. So, yes, Dadish 1 mobile and Dadish 1 Switch, in some sort of way, are technically different games. Because Dadish 1 Switch has a whole 10 more levels. So, technically, they're a separate game in a way. So, yeah. 3 out of full game world records and 3 out of 3. And individual worlds and individual levels in all 3. Now it says 8 full game world records. Again, that was because I thought that I had that one world record, but I didn't. It is the Dadish 2 100% Switch version that I thought I had world record in, but turned out I never got it. 5 mobile game world records. I already said that. World records and ILs, IWs is individual worlds. Individual levels, individual worlds, full game world records in Dadish 1 mobile, Dadish 1 Switch, and Dadish 2. Of course, the only one to do so. Well, actually, there's one other person who has individual level world records in all 3. World records in Possum and Radish. Now, there is one other person that has world records in Radish and Possum, but I was the first person to get world records in both. I was the first person to get world records in Radish and Possum 100%. The other guy is Radish and Possum any percent world record. Ham and I are the only ones who hold 2 full game world records currently. Now for wrestling. World records in all 3 Royal Rumbles, the 10-man, the 20-man, and 30-man. The only person to ever do so. All world records in all types of King of the Rings. Tables. I was once world record holder in 2 of the tables category. No, I'm not anymore. But I'm world records in all of the pin King of the Rings and world records in all the submission King of the Rings. World records in all of the Royal Rumbles and all the King of the Rings. Did all Grand Slams, all submissions, all pins. World records in all of them. I'm world record holder in 15. I've got a world record in 15 out of the 18 categories of WrestleMania 19 besides the revenge mode. If you include the revenge modes, there is 22 categories for WrestleMania 19. 22 categories for WrestleMania 19 in total, including the revenge modes. But besides the revenge modes, there's 15 King of the Rings and Royal Rumbles. 18. And I've been world record holder in 15 of them currently record in 12. I'm sorry that I seem like I'm sort of rambling, but I like to share this type of stuff. I really love to share this type of stuff. World records in all titles. Sub 1350 and 30 man, sub 9 and 20 man, sub 5 and sub 4 and 10 man. I was the first ever one to get a sub 5 in a 10 man Royal Rumble. And then someone else got a 421, and then he tied me, and then I got a much faster time of sub 4. SmackDown vs. Raw 2009, world records in all Royal Rumbles, 10, 20, 30, and all Royal Rumbles and the King of the Ring as well. Fight. World records in basically all types of fighting games. Jeez. World records in 4 WWE games. 2 of them are formers. World record in MMA/UFC, Proud FC and UFC Throwdown. World record in boxing game, Rocky of course. World record in Street Fighter 4 and Soul Calibur 2. I have former world records in Warzone and Attitude. I was basically one of the first ones to do it. Well, actually, Wooden Spoon was the first one to get world records in both, but I got better times anyways. I found both the. I was the one who discovered both the strategies to basically optimize them. I discovered the fastest way to beat WWF Warzone on challenge mode, and I also discovered the fastest way to beat King of the Ring on WWF Attitude. I'm sorry if I'm bragging, but yeah, I'm just really trying to point that out. And I really love sharing this type of stuff. I was the first ever person to get a sub 3 in WWF Attitude. And then I was the first ever person to get a sub minute in WWF Attitude. Wooden Spoon was the first ever person to get a sub 55. I was the first ever one to get a sub 50. Now the world record is a sub 45, which is insane. It's insane. 44 seconds is the new world record. But again, I was the one who discovered the strat. Sub 35 and then sub 25 in Warzone. I was not the one who got the first sub 30. I was the first one to get sub 35 and sub 40 and sub 25 in Warzone. World record in UFC and Pride, Street Fighter and Soul Calibur. Platform game, world record holder in platform games. That would basically be Dadish. And Fantastic Four as well, because level 1 is like a platformer. Fighting games, WWE games, NBA Courtside, RPG. ILs. I forget which RPG it is. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. This is my progress in the last 2 months. So, these are the categories and by how much I improved on in each category. So this one category I've improved on by 15 minutes, this one 13, and then I added up all the time that I improved on in all these categories put together. There's more games that I improved on as well, but these are the ones that that matter the most. So I improved by well over an hour in total. And this is my updated Dadish. This is all the Dadish full game categories that I've ran. I've been world record in... I've speed ran 9 of these and submitted to 9 of these. Got world records in 7. Currently 6. Speed ran 9. 4th place in Possum Mobile and 6th place. And here are all the games that I've gotten at least a world record in. Yeah, you see that I'm really on my stuff. Yeah. I got more stuff that I keep track of, but I'm not going to show you all that today. Another day. Oh my god. It's a lot. Alright, that's it. Bye.